Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jen and this is my channel. So today I want to talk about something that is kind of controversial and that it has caused a lot of controversy when it was brought up, and there have been people that have made a lot of video responses to it, and I have been kind of hesitant to make a video about it and to put my thoughts out there. But that's part of the good thing about having a YouTube channel and making videos, is you get to have a platform to put your thoughts, ideas, and opinions out there and have them known. I know, like I said, I know that not everyone is going to agree with me, and I completely understand that. I can see things from both sides of the spectrum of the issue, and I welcome negative feedback as well. Like I said, I will never delete negative comments. If they're rude, yes, I will delete them, because I just don't stand for rude people. As far as people that don't agree with me, I will not delete comments, because nobody is going to agree with everyone. And as long as you can be respectful and disagree respectfully, that's fine. So the topic is the use of electric scooters for obese people. And the kind of outrage, and this kind of started when Amberlynn Reid posted a video of her using an electric scooter at Walmart. There have been several people that have made video responses to that, and this is not in response to anyone's response video. Like I said, I've seen several. This is just my opinions and my thoughts on the use of scooters for fat people, obese people, whatever you want to call them. Call me, call us. So I'm going to be honest with you guys, and as you probably guessed, I use those. And I also, it's not something that I am proud of, and not something that I put out there very often. It's not something that I hide, because obviously anybody who knows me or sees me on a daily basis knows I use an electric wheelchair, which is what I'm sitting in right now, to when I go out of my apartment, when I go out to go across the street to get groceries, if I have to pick up something, or if I take out the trash or something like that, where it's a long distance that I'm not able to walk. That's why I was working with a physical therapist, so I can get to the point where I don't need this whatsoever. I have improved in the past 2.5, almost 3 months now, that I don't need it for walking around my apartment. I'm completely mobile within my apartment, which I am so happy about. So I've been using this electric wheelchair for about 4 years now. And like I have said in my past videos, 8 years ago, I was practically bedbound. I was probably over 600 pounds at that time. I don't know what my highest was, because I was not in a position where I was able to weigh myself. I was completely immobile except for to get up to go to the bathroom, and I spent all my time in bed. And then I lost 200 pounds over the course of about 2 years, and then I became completely mobile, and I was not able to walk extremely long distances, but I could walk long distances. I was still at that time using a scooter at Walmart, because walking is difficult for me. It was difficult for me. I have neuropathy in my feet, and I get extremely short of breath very easily because of my weight. So it was something that I found helpful for me. And then as I gained the weight back, when I stupidly, that's something that I regret. One of the biggest things I regret in my life is regaining the weight I lost. It was stupid. It was senseless. It was whatever word you want to call it. It was unfortunate that I did it. And I take full responsibility. Of course it was my fault. Anyhow, I do regret getting this electric wheelchair, because in all honesty, it makes you lazy. And because I got to the point where I stopped walking at all, because it was just so easy to just use it that I just did. And so that's why this last time that I was in the hospital, I made the decision that I had already started trying to lose weight, and I made the choice that I did not want to stay in this wheelchair forever. I wanted to be active, and as I lose more weight, I want to become completely mobile and not have to worry about any kind of electronic devices at all. So that's when I started physical therapy, is at the end of August. So like I said, I've made a lot of progress since then. But like I said, I still use the ones at Walmart, and it's something, or Target, wherever it is that you go. I haven't been there recently, but because of my anxiety, and that's a completely different subject and a completely different obstacle that I'm facing besides my obesity. But I can see things on both sides of the spectrum of using motorized scooters. In one respect, no, you should not do it, because I have done this to myself, and it is my own fault that I am in the condition that I am. But on the other side of the spectrum, I could either choose to work on my obesity and work to become mobile and use what is offered to me, the electric scooters, until then, and still have an active life, or I could work on my mobility and be shut in my apartment. And then I would have to have somebody take care of me. I'd have to have somebody do my shopping, somebody do my cleaning, somebody do my laundry, somebody take out my trash, and I would get criticized for that as well. So having this and having those keeps me independent, and I am able to do anything anybody else is, even at a bigger size weight. And I have had people ask me, oh, do you have a worker? Because there are some people that I have known that when they get to a certain size, they have home health workers that come in and help them bathe and help them clean and do their laundry and stuff. And for me, that is not necessary. I don't want anyone taking care of me if I can, unless I am extremely to that point where there's something else wrong that I am not able to. But just being obese, for me, just me, it's not necessary for me to have someone take care of me when I could do it myself. So I could choose to use this chair, use the scooters to be able to have a social life, to go to Walmart with my friends, to shop, to enjoy life, or I could be shut in and be miserable. And I think anybody who is in that situation, given the opportunity to either stay in your apartment and be cut off from the rest of the world and not able to do the smallest things like Christmas shop. Like, there is no way I'd be able to go to Walmart and walk around and Christmas shop at any length, because I'm not able to walk around. So I would miss out on so many things. Now, I do realize that if I wasn't at this weight, I could be doing that without the use of that. But until I get to that point, I do need a scooter. So I can see both sides of the spectrum. And there are people out there that won't use an electric scooter or wheelchair because it makes them feel self-conscious. They don't want to be pitied. They don't want people to talk about them. But I'm living the best life I can at the weight that I am now. I don't plan on being this weight forever. I am not going to be this weight forever. But while I am at this weight, I will do what I need to do to make my life easier and to make my life happier. If I were to be shut in, if I didn't have the use of these and I wasn't able to go out with friends or go out and do anything, I would be more depressed than I am now. I have suffered from depression for many years. I was a shut-in for many, many years. And being shut in and being isolated from just society makes you feel like you are a freak. And it makes you feel so different. And it makes you more depressed. And when I am feeling more depressed, it makes me want to eat more. So I can choose to be happy and use the chair, or I can choose to be sad and stay in my bed all day. And I think most of us would make the same decision I've made. I do see other people's points of view, how being obese is not a disability and not something that you should be using the scooters for. It should be for people who are paralyzed or have some other kind of a disease. But I consider addiction a disease, and you don't get to be my size by just liking too much pizza or liking too much cupcakes or eating a little bit too much food. It's my addiction that made me the way I am. And while that is not an excuse, it's a reason. And to let it become an excuse is to not to work on it and not to fix the problem. And I am working on fixing the problem. So that is how I feel. That's my opinions on the use of people using scooters who are obese. I don't see a problem with it, probably because I am one of those people. But I would much rather see somebody out enjoying their life and living their life using a scooter than seeing someone shut in, laying in their bed day after day and being miserable. So that's my view, and I'm sure that you guys probably will have different views than mine, and that's okay too. And I encourage anyone to leave, if you have a different view than mine, you're more than welcome to leave that comment and we can talk about it. Just please be respectful, that's all I ask. Because if you're not respectful, I will delete your comment. I'm not going to deal with hate, or I'm not even going to engage in it because I don't have time for that. I'm an adult and I have a life to live. So that's my views, and thank you for listening. Be well, everyone.